Hey, how's it going? Let's talk books. So this video is inspired by Catherine at The Literary Prince. She did a video recently about all the books she'll never read and kind of how depressing that is, and therefore should we be DNFing books? Now, I'm the kind of person who DNFs books all the time, and I wanted to make this video explaining why. Here goes. This video is for the people who struggle through books that they're not enjoying. I want to encourage you to stop reading those books. Give yourself permission to just DNF books. Think about why you read, why you enjoy reading. Is it for the pleasure? Is it to gather information? Is it to share ideas, broaden your horizon, experience new things, visit new worlds? The way I see it, it comes down to this. A book is a vehicle to express and to share ideas. It's the same as like art, photography, theatre, movies, TV shows, articles, music, you name it. There's an art form, you can guarantee it's a way of expressing ideas. Let's take an example. Say we're looking at the themes of LGBTQ+ experiences and ideas. Someone might read the graphic novel Blue is the Warmest Color, or they might read the novel The Tin Man. Maybe they listen to Gay Pirates by Cosmo Jarvis. Excellent song, by the way, I'll link it down below. Or maybe they watch The L Word or went and saw a production of Rent. Each one of these is designed for a specific audience, and those audiences are different from each other. In this way, the single idea of love can be shared and experienced by a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, and in a way that makes sense to them. But there are those people that don't like musicals, that don't want to commit to a whole TV series, or who simply just don't get on with graphic novels. We don't necessarily expect them to force themselves through this medium that they're really not liking just to get this idea. We encourage them to find a medium that they do like, that expresses the idea to them in a way that they can connect with. This is why I strongly believe in DNFing books. It is okay to not finish every single book you start. There is no gold star for finishing a book. You could spend your whole life waiting for Anna Karenina to come up in conversation, and it doesn't. Nobody reaches some kind of higher plane of existence because they read the Iliad in its original Greek form. And the chances are you've probably passed that stage in your life, like school or university, where you need to have a store of quotes and page numbers ready at any moment. It just doesn't happen anymore. Books are a dialogue between the author and yourself. A very personal one, a very unique one, a very subjective relationship. If you don't like what they're saying or how they're saying it, you can just leave. You don't have to stick around. Just as I put this video out there and you can choose whether to consume it or not. I'm sharing an idea, you choose what you do with it. And that's how it goes. It's the same for books. You wouldn't listen to a whole 5 minutes of thrash death metal if it's not your thing. So why struggle through a book that's not doing it for you? Chances are the ideas and the themes that are explored in that book have been done before or will come soon by an author who you really do connect with and who is better equipped to address you specifically. But I get it, sometimes for people it's really hard to not finish a book. And if you are really curious about the ending, read it, go for it. I personally, if I'm not feeling a book and I really desperately want to find out what happens in the end, I just Wikipedia it. I could do that for any book, but I don't do that for the books I do enjoy because I want to read those ones. Do you see what I mean? You might be saying to yourself, look, I've already spent X amount of money, or I've already spent X amount of time reading this book. I might as well continue to the end. This kind of thinking is a little bit flawed. And it's a method of decision making known as the sunk cost fallacy. It's a really poor method of decision making because instead of acknowledging that maybe you've wasted some resources, you plow on regardless, trying to find something redeeming about it. The truth is, if you haven't found anything of value in it so far, you're unlikely to find anything more. The resources spent shouldn't justify the pursuit. It's the same as like if you're in a bookstore or a library, you read the first page, doesn't do it for you, you put it down. You have technically not finish that book, and that's okay. Maybe you're reading a book to sound impressive or to fit in with others. Being a part of a community is great, but you want to be part of a community of like-minded individuals. You need to find your people. If you're hanging out in thriller territory and you're not enjoying it, you are reading book after book after book just so you can join in on a conversation that you're not really interested in. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe you're the kind of person that says, look, the author put in so much effort, it would be disrespectful to stop. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. You see, an author puts a book into the world wanting to share an idea with a group of people who want to listen. They mark out their audience using specific language or cliches or tropes or visual imagery or even the book cover. And if you're not into what they're saying or how they're saying it, the chances are you're not the people that they're trying to talk to or share this idea with. And that's okay, because you know what? One shelf down, there is an author who is doing it for you, who uses things you can relate to, and who is probably better equipped to share their idea with you specifically. Maybe reading a particular book is the epitome of success for you. That's okay, if that's what you truly want. But think about the kinds of people you're trying to impress, and the kinds of books they read, and the kinds of books you particularly enjoy. Do they all align? If they don't, chances are they're not your people. And it's that saying, you know, buying things you don't need to impress people you don't like. Same sort of thing. You can choose not to buy into it. You can choose your own definition of success, not one that's set by society. But more than that, you are society. If you want to change what the expectations are, do it. That's the beauty about being in this lovely diverse world. There are so many voices, there are so many authors, and there are so many people. You are guaranteed to find someone who will fit with you. I personally DNF books all the time. I don't have a set amount of like pages or a percentage that I need to get through before I DNF a book. I mean, if I don't like reading it, I just don't read it. I often get books out from the library and I've only got 2 weeks to get through them. And if I don't get through them, I have to take them back. If I'm not enjoying a book, that's cool. I give it back. Doesn't mean I'm never going to see it again. You know, I can borrow it out from the library again, or I can choose to renew it. But the thing is with libraries is that you're taking from a public space. If you're holding on to a book that you don't really enjoy, the way I see it, you're taking it away from someone who might really benefit from reading that book and who might connect with it in a way that you just aren't. And that's okay. That book is clearly meant for that person and not for you. I don't have time to be sitting through books that I'm not enjoying, because math says that I've only got 2,652 books left to read in my lifetime. I'm going to be selective, and only the best will make the cut. As always, this is a dialogue. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's be honest, this is my 4th attempt of filming this video, and I'm really struggling to get my thoughts into order here. And I would really value whatever it is you've got to say on this topic. And also please check out Catherine's video if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Yo ho, Sebastian, let's go far away, somewhere